One step forward, 100 step backwards.
I find it horrific. I find it disgusting. Pochettino starting with Disassi at right back.
It's Pochettino's fault.
But you're soft. All of you were soft. Nicholas Jackson, soft. Sterling, soft.
This Chelsea Football Club is absolutely killing us.
Before we start this video, if you are new and you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the post notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. Chelsea has bottled it again. Just know that if you're a Chelsea fan, this is not the reign of Ibrahimovic. This is not that time anymore. The reign of Ibrahimovic is over. You guys need to actually forget whatever Chelsea used to be, because that Chelsea is long gone. I'm not even playing anymore, because initially I thought it was, a phase that they're actually going to grow off. But now I feel like they are losing on purpose. They start the game off on the right foot, thinking the only result that could come out is a Chelsea win. Then boom, Chelsea down 2-0. Boom, Chelsea down 2-2. What is happening to Chelsea? Chelsea fans all over the world are gutted, are disgusted by the performance of Chelsea against Brentford at the Stamford Bridge. This is the third time in a row this team, Brentford, has defeated Chelsea. And this is getting old. Chelsea plays all the soccer like they did against Arsenal, and yet do not come out with a win, do not come with the 3 points. What is happening? It's like they are failing, conceding, and losing on purpose. Now, if you're a Chelsea fan, listen, you will have no point, you will have no reason to actually defend this club because of the trash play. They're playing absolute trash. There is no pace in the football, there is no tempo, there is no chemistry, there is nothing. Absolute trash. And this is what the Chelsea fans around the world have to say.
One step forward, 100 step backwards. One step forward, 100 step backwards. This Chelsea Football Club is absolutely killing us. Killing the fans. Embarrassing performance against Brentford. Embarrassing. Second half, that was not even a performance in the second half. What type of performance is that one? Not even a single shot on target, didn't even test the Brentford keeper. And last goal, that Mbomo or whatever the fuck all that player.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Put some respect on Mbomo's name. That guy punished you. He single-handedly punished you. He actually he was the one who crossed the ball for Pinnock to, get a ball in goal. He was the one who also scored. That is the second goal. So put some respect on the dude's name. That guy, Ivan Toney being out, has stepped up his game, and that is the spine of this Brentford team. Put some respect of his name, man.
He means goalkeeper is coming forward. Goalkeeper is coming forward to take the corner. No defender is there at the back. He wins the header, and that was an embarrassing goal to concede. Embarrassing, seriously. Pochettino's tactics has completely failed, and he has been outclassed by Thomas Frank. He has been outclassed. Seriously. First of all, Pochettino, what is he doing? I really don't understand. He's playing disaster as a right back when Reece James and Malo Gusto, both of them were available on the bench.
That kind of first team selection is what is getting everybody taken right now. If he had won, people have said, oh, okay. But you lost, and people are going to chastise you with that. Because nobody will play like Kyle Walker fully fit, and then you decide to play what is his name, Diaz at right back. It wouldn't make any sense. Like you have let's say Arnold fully fit, Gomez fully fit for Liverpool, and you decide to play Van Dijk as right back. It doesn't make any sense. Like you have which other team again? Which other team? Let's say United. You have Wan-Bissaka fully fit, you have Dalot fully fit, and you decide to play Harry Maguire at right back. It doesn't make any sense. This is exactly what Pochettino did today. This is exactly what he did. And every every Chelsea player is gutted by that decision. Disasi is not quick. Disasi is not technically gifted. Disasi does not do overlap runs. Disasi cannot give pinpoint passes. Disasi is just a big guy behind that is in front of the goalkeeper who seems to be big enough to block balls and jump and win aerial duels. He doesn't add anything more to the team. He is not a Thiago Silva. Since he's been out, Chelsea has been doing just fine without him. Just fine, because when he was in, there was no difference. And when he was out, there was no difference, meaning he doesn't add anything to the team. Come on, Poch.
I'm not sure that was a disastrous playing or a disaster was playing. Seriously. And they are telling us to trust the process. I had enough of trusting this process. This is not a process. This is basically a project failure. That's it. Project failure.
Tottenham are going to be 17 points ahead of us when they beat us next week. Chelsea are going to be 17 points behind Tottenham in the league. And we are only in October. It's Pochettino's fault. The buck stops with him. Now look, this can get twisted. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a live on this channel. It doesn't happen often.
There's one thing that is staring us in the face, and I find it horrific. I find it disgusting. What is it? There's two things as to why we lost today. One is Pochettino starting with Disasi at right back is as far as I'm concerned where we lost it from the get-go. But you're soft. All of you were soft. Nicholas Jackson, soft. Sterling, soft. As I said, Palmer was the only one here. Palmer was the only one who looked like... And you could see the frustration. You could see that every time he's on the ball, he's like... Move! No one's moving. Nothing. And when they do move, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to wait for the defender to get in place. I'm going to pass. Soft. Absolutely soft. And that is why we ended up conceding that first goal, because in terms of the mental capacity, in terms of the concentration, in terms of the will, in terms of the intensity, in terms of the execution, in terms of the runs, in terms of everything, the passing, the quick move, everything was slow, static, and soft. We had a week to prepare against a team that you know are going to set up with five at the back, that you know are going to set up on the counter-attack, that you know are going to set up low and wait for the chances, and they are clinical when it comes to the chances up top. And what did we prepare for? What did we do in training for the week?
Buff, we'd seen signs of progress recently, Frank. What happened today?
Well, many things didn't go well today, that's for sure. The game that they played, the lack of pace in their game, for sure. But they dominated the first half. It was hard. It takes two to tango. I think Brentford didn't want to play offensively, and they were right, you know.
Listen, Brentford's style of play is a counter-attack, not possessive football. Chelsea now playing possessive football. I mean, when you were winning the Champions League and everything, you guys were not playing possessive football. You were playing a counter-attack football. This is, the reign of Ibrahimovic and Mourinho, even Tuchel. You understand? So if you are playing against that is a team like Brentford, you should be expecting them to sit back, force you to make mistakes, and then capitalize on those mistakes. So this should not be a surprise. The moment I saw the lineup, I was like, hell no. I knew Chelsea was going to lose. How do you play Disasi at right back when you have Gusto on the bench? Okay, so let's all agree. Reece James is not 100%. He's not fit enough, right? How about Gusto? Poch, how about Gusto? Can you explain that why you decided to bench Gusto and play Disasi? How is the right flank going to look? Because now you have Madueke and you have Disasi. How are these two going to play? They've never played together. They have little experience in the Premier League, and playing against that is a team like Brentford. Disasi is not quick. He's not fast. He cannot, He's not a ball-playing defender. He's a big guy. And I think Chelsea got him because he's big and he's tall, he's strong, But not because he could play the ball from the back, not because he's the Thiago Silva kind of player. No. So why do you play him on the right wing when you know in times like this, in this current Premier League, your fullbacks are part of your attackers? And most goals do start from the fullbacks. So now that you have Disasi there, what is Disasi supposed to do? How is Disasi supposed to contribute to Madueke? And listen, Madueke hit the bar, right? But that was just 1 or 2 times that he had a chance to shoot. Where was Disasi when he had, those balls? Where was he doing the overlap runs? No. So why do you play Disasi there? Why couldn't you just, play Gusto? If listen, I'm not a coach, but come on, everyone knows Gusto deserves to play, especially after his game against Arsenal.
We say that, don't try to defend the Blues. It wasn't enough to beat Brentford and to be strong enough. Again, the lack of strikers, the lack of ideas, the lack of pace, again, doesn't allow me to be too nice to the Blues and to say that they have to work again and they look like a mid-table team.
Well said, Frank. Listen, from everything that I've been watching, from everything that I've been seeing from Chelsea is not a top 6 team at the moment. They are not a top 6 team at the moment because they play all the possession, but then there is no end product. If you play all the ball and then you end up losing, we don't count possession. Possession doesn't give you points. Possession didn't win Chelsea your Champions League when you played against Man City. Possession wins you nothing. Just gains you control over the pitch. Putting the ball behind the net is the most important thing. You get to the final third and there is nobody to convert these chances. Palmer, oh my days! If I were Palmer, I'll be gutted. I'll be furious because you create all the chances. And there is nobody to capitalize on these chances. You bring in Michael Jackson's cousin. While you guys are all moving forward, he'll be doing a moonwalk backwards. Is that who you call a striker? The best he can be is a second striker when maybe the first striker is injured. Because I don't see how, if any team has a top striker, he fits in that category. This is not a striker that can win you games. Look at what he did against Arsenal. He had a one-on-one with the keeper, and what did he do? Nothing.
So there obviously is the hope, that things could change, Frank, when Nkunku does come back. But do they need to go shopping in January for a striker still?
Absolutely. I think Chelsea needs to go into the transfer market again, coming January, and they need to spend millions again to get a striker. I hope they don't go in for a striker that has, potential. They should go in for a striker that is ready to hit the ground running, not a striker that has potential. Right now, your team are full of talent, potential stars, but right now it's not working. So go into the market, get a few experienced players, bring them in, and let the team work. Look at this, right? The game against Arsenal, the game against Brentford. If you had that as a striker, let's say Ivan Toney, right? This guy is going to convert the balls for you. He's going to do that. He's going to capitalize on these chances. He's going to capitalize on these aerial balls. But you don't have that kind of striker. You don't. If you had Lukaku, maybe Lukaku would have been better than Jackson. Lukaku misses lots of chances, but not like the ones Jackson do miss. I'm so tired of Jackson right now. He has the potential, but I think he needs to go on loans, get regular play time, because that's not what Chelsea needs. Chelsea needs you to come in there and start scoring. That is what you are doing in Villarreal. So we expect you to do the same thing, but you are absolute trash. And I can't believe Chelsea wasted that amount of money on that. Because hear me, brother, if you do not improve and Nkunku comes, Nkunku is going to play as false nine and you are going to be on the bench. I don't believe Nkunku is a striker in the first place. I feel that Nkunku is a 10. And then when he comes back, I feel maybe he could be playing a false 9 because Jackson definitely is not delivering. So that's what choice do they have than to, play Nkunku? False 9.
Oh, well, I would say yes, because Nkunku is not a real striker. Even if he showed the preseason that he could score goals and is really the guy that everybody is waiting for to be on the field and to score goals. But if they have an opportunity to get a real striker, yeah, go for it. But a real striker, not somebody who maybe will be a very good striker within 5 years. Not a real striker from now. That's the key. That's the problem with Chelsea. On top of some others, I would say that today, yeah, you can be able to not score goals and missing chances. And the Cucurella chance is crazy. How he didn't even give the ball to Madueke to score.
I'm even surprised your fullback is the one who was actually striking, is the one who was getting into a striker's position, Cucurella. This makes no sense. And where was Jackson? Nowhere. He has his shots way up his thigh, but he's nowhere to be found. And this is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is horrendous. I can't believe it. Upon all that display against Arsenal, where I believe that, Pochettino is cooking something. You had only one game in a week. Just a single freaking game in the week. You had ample time to get ready for this game. And still not enough. Still not enough. I'm disappointed. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I'm totally disappointed. Now you have to then hope that these big clubs do their jobs, so they beat these lower teams, so you don't go beneath 11th or 12th position. Chelsea, come on.
But the goal they conceded is a mistake between first with Cucurella, and then a big mistake between Madueke and Disasi at the far post. And that is about communication. It's about
the whole combination of Disasi and Madueke is flawed. It's flawed. I don't see how they play together. I don't see how you put them together to work. I don't see it. Disasi got, let's say, a goal, right? But you haven't really seen Disasi that much. What does he bring to the team? I don't know. But to put him on the right back to play together with Madueke, come on, Poch. That is not right. Come on, man.
about covering, it's about everything. And that's his lacking. Crazy. If you cannot score goals, at least in that game, you have to draw. You have to keep the clean sheet. Because it's possible. Because it's not complicated. They proved it the first half, but they let it go the second half. So, I agree with the guys, they play better. Maybe they were unlucky, but there are some stuff that I see that make me think that they do everything to not win, and sometimes they do everything to lose the game.
That's exactly what I was saying. Because I feel like they do everything to lose the game. I don't know what they are driving. I don't know the end game for Chelsea. I feel like they play all the ball. They play all the beautiful football only to lose. Because if you are playing against Brentford, this is a team that you need pace, because they will attack you using the counter attack, right? And then as soon as you get the ball, don't let them get back in shape. You're supposed to attack them, attack till they make a mistake. You don't just pass the ball around them from top to down, from top to bottom, left, right. Just keep passing the ball. No, you are not going to break them down. So you need to keep on attack. Chelsea do not have any single creative midfielder. I see Enzo as an 8. I will not call Enzo an attacking midfielder. I see Enzo as an 8. If you want a chance to be created for you, I don't think Enzo will be the guy you need to look up to. You will definitely be looking around Gallagher. And if Gallagher cannot play against low blocks, then what is the use of Gallagher? I don't think Chelsea only needs that is a striker. I think they will need an attacking midfielder. And guess what? I don't know any name out there. Unless you go spend another 100 million, bring in a promising prospect and try like you always do.
And that's really annoying.
It might still feel as though there's a long way to go until January as well. When you see the Premier League calendar that's ahead for Chelsea, I mean, it is not easy viewing at all for Blues fans. How bad could it get?
Look, for the next 5 games that Chelsea has, that is Tottenham, Man City, Newcastle, Brighton, Manchester United. These are games that Chelsea could easily lose. They could easily lose these games because I don't see a single game in there that I can confidently say that Chelsea is going to win. Maybe their best will be a draw within these 5 games. I don't see them winning any of them. Honestly.
Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm outside Stamford Bridge with Lewis. Lewis, we've just lost 2-0 against Brentford. After the Arsenal game, me and you had different opinions. I took a lot more positives out of it. I think that you, obviously we were all gutted, but, you know, I think generally you thought it was a step in the wrong direction. I still thought it was a step in the
right direction, just the wrong result.
Okay, but let's just look at Brentford, man. I mean, nobody expected this. We knew it'd be a hard game, but 2-0 at home, it's brutal, mate.
It's their 3rd win on the bounce here, bro. Like, are you deep here? We've gone from Stamford Bridge to Stamford Brothel real quick. Everyone comes here and scores. Fucking everybody. There's a 1 step forward and now we just moonwalked 3 steps back. We could go back to 12th if results don't go our way.
You're actually back to 12. You are actually back to 12. Chelsea fans must be devastated, must be gutted, must be angry, must be... I don't know the words to even use anymore. Because if you watch the game, there was no clear plan. They had a few chances in the first half, and that was it. Just like they did against Arsenal. That was it.
It's right back to the same depressive bullshit because yet again we can't break a low block. That felt like the same Chelsea that we saw in the first few games of the season. Do well for the first 30 minutes, do fuck all with your chances, and then just shit the bed, go into your shell, become clueless, concede a stupid goal, and then we never come back from it. Same old fucking story. Potter's got to take some of the blame for this. Why the hell was Gusto benched?
That is the big question. Why the hell was Gusto benched? If Reece is not fully fit, why the hell was Gusto benched? If Reece was not fully fit against Arsenal, you brought him on. So why the hell was he also benched? If Reece is not fully fit, Gusto played against Arsenal, and there was nothing like Gusto being injured. Gusto was in the subs. So why was Gusto benched? Can you give any tangible reason why you decided to play Disasi instead of Gusto? I don't get it.
For what? Because that first goal came from the right-hand side. Like, James, I understand, he's not fully match sharp yet. What did Gusto get dropped for? If it's seriously for that one mistake against Arsenal, that's fucking bullshit. Because he had Martinelli in his back pocket for most of the game. One mistake doesn't justify that. Because I could look at numerous players who had mistakes in games and they didn't get immediately dropped for it. Why did Gusto get immediately dropped? That point is on him. It's not all on him for the performance. I'm not going to just dig out Poch for it. He has to hold it for that right-back situation. I get he's fucked with the Mudryk injury, with the Enzo knock. It impacted the midfield. It is what it is. I won't hold him accountable for that. But Gusto, that's on him. The attack is just reverted back to type. All of them. Sterling just starts overthinking. Madueke had one nice little shot that hit the post and then just disappeared. Jackson, God, I don't even know what he brought to the table in that game. It was just Cole Palmer. It's mad that Cucurella was one of our best forwards in the game.
That doesn't even make any sense. How do you have Jackson, Sterling, Palmer, Madueke, and the one actually getting the opportunities in the 18-yard box is Cucurella? How? When I watched the game against Arsenal, you know, like, I actually thought, oh, Chelsea could actually come back to top 6. Chelsea could. It's not too late. I mean, we are just a few games in. It's not too late. But then I saw their display today, and that completely changed my mind. I feel like they are not yet ready. They are not there. Not even close.
I said a performance like this, like against Brentford, was massively important. Build confidence, build momentum going into the games ahead. Now, we have a game that we bottled last week against Arsenal, and whatever the fuck that was, like, well, I feel right back to stage 1 again. I'm just going into every game just thinking, please just don't get battered. So I don't know, like, I get what you're saying, there's a wave, but what, it's the same wave we had on the Potter when we won 3 in a row with him.
Yeah, but then we didn't stop losing after that. I mean, that's something.
Well, I wonder what's going to happen in the next few games. Tottenham, no. Man City, Newcastle, Brighton, Man United. I mean, at least we should beat Blackburn. I mean, God fucking forbid we even do any stupidness against them on Wednesday. But everything else, shit, I ain't got any confidence. Our attack looks toothless. Our game management is shit. Our bench ain't really all that. There's bozo moments left, right and centre. What am I meant to get up about? Teams come to the bridge and they take the piss. And so, like, no discredit to Brentford, but I have to look at Chelsea as well and say we were fucking toothless. I have to look at Poch and say, you had 2 right backs there. Why are you playing a centre back in that position? Especially when the first goal comes from the right. I have to look at the game management. I get what you're saying, throw everybody up for a corner, but you see what happens when you do that. Leave yourself open for a second. I would rather have 1 or 2 players back, just to protect that at least, because then there's more opportunities to go forward. Everything here just looks fucking amateur.
There is no positive in this game. You played well. You did the same in Arsenal, but still ended up, bottling it. You played that is Brentford, and for the first half, you guys played good. Had a few, chances. But come on, this is getting old. There's no positive intake from this style of play. There's nothing. All that you guys needed was a win, even if it was a terrible gameplay. But that didn't come in. So no, it doesn't matter what you say. There's still nothing positive to take about this game.
It's fantasy